Don't worry about how or where to begin. As long as you keep moving, your success will be far from where you start. Kevin Kelly. My friends, we see stocks are down a little bit for the day. Bonds and gold are up. Bitcoin flat. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. We can see some indecision in the morning, up a little bit in the afternoon, down 1.11%. Now again, we had that big up day yesterday, that jumping in point, things blowing off a little steam. We're in the green as far as the STC heading up, already cleared through that center area. That is good to see. Where are we on the 2-day? Today we got a nice green candle pushing up on the 200 EMA. Hopefully this next candle will push right through, moving up on the STC and the weekly. Where are we there? I find the weekly trend line to be so helpful, and of course we draw one right here. We see that it is just trundling up. We're reaching a higher high so far this week. The STC is flat, but it is in the green at the top above the 200 EMA. Things are looking decent. We'll let that keep rolling. What about the NASDAQ 100? Where is it? Well, looks a little bit similar to the S&P 500. Again, blowing off a little bit of steam throughout the morning and then popping up in the afternoon and then pulling that back some. Down for the day, 0.20%. It is above the 200 EMA. We don't have a reset yet on that STC. That's what's keeping us from pulling the trigger on anything there. We look at where we are on the 2-day, and of course it's below the 200 EMA, but is heading up, green on the STC. And what about the weekly? It is, there, come on, moving slow. There we go, just pushing through the 200 EMA, getting us up in that up trend. We want to see that continue to climb. So that is where we are on stocks. We will move to 20-year bonds. We'll start off first on the 195-minute chart. We can see that it has bounced off and moving up over the course of the day. A lot of indecision in the morning, popping up a little higher in the afternoon, 1.44% as it moves away from the 200 exponential moving average. Still negative on the STC. It's got a way to go to take care of all of that downward pressure from those prior 2 days. We look at the 2-day candle, and we can see that it is sliding sideways on us. Again, it is green on the STC, never reset below the 200 EMA, so we'll keep a close eye on that. We look at what's up with the weekly, and of course the weekly not hitting a higher high yet. We'll see how this week goes. We don't have, well, let's see, let's hone in on that a little bit. On the Heikin Ashi, no, we have no down, or do we? No, we don't. We have no down move there, just a little wick on top. So we'll keep an eye on things. Let's check out what our volume looks like on. See, we got some negative volume there on our weekly chart. So we will pay attention to where this is taking us if we're going to lose any of that strong upward momentum and watch it shift back over. We peaked about this high previously, and we'll see if we can break through it or if it's going to fail on us and we're going to see bonds moving back down. So we'll continue to keep our eye on bonds, see where they go for us. I do like to check that volume every now and then because volume with price does help us out quite a bit. Okay, let's see where we are on gold. Gold up for the day, 0.36%. I tell you, gold just a moving. Once it turned green, just bounced up strong, slid sideways, bounced up again, a little bit of a sideways slide, and then of course this latest rocket ship took off back on January 3 and just heading up quite strong. We can see all of that happening, and in fact, I didn't go back to my, let's see, there we go. Let's go back first to the half-day chart. Same kind of thing. You see up, sideways, And again, tracking along and moving up over the last. So where, we didn't have things reset for us. That would have been nice. That didn't happen. As far as the STC goes, this 2-day chart has been in the green for quite a while as it pushed up through the 200 EMA. Everything's above the 200 EMA, including the weekly. And of course, it has since the beginning when it went from, let me tighten this up so you can see, when it went from red to green, keep this in mind when you see this happen. When you see a chart, and it doesn't happen a lot, but when you see a chart change from down on the STC to up, it can be the opposite if you're looking for down trades, and you blow through the 200 EMA with either a strong green up candle for red, no bottom wick, green up candle for up, a red down candle for down with, of course, the wick on the bottom there if things were going from green to red, rotating. From green to red, yes, rotating over. In this, red to green. But if you see all these things occur at once, nice strong candle pushing through the 200 EMA, STC going from red to green, it is hard to lose on something like that. And when you see it happen on your weekly chart with that strong trend, guess what? It's going to keep going just like you saw happen on gold. And again, bounding up just a little bit higher this week. Let's see. Let's check out the high. This week 180.32, last week 180.03. So yes, going up even a little higher. Like I said, up 0.36% for the day. So gold looking good. Now Bitcoin just flat for us. In fact, 24-hour Bitcoin right now is down 0.60%. But we see Bitcoin now for 2 days is hitting about the same mark. Is that going to be where things stop? Is just going to digest that and punch up higher? You're going to see a lot of profit taking. What does the volume look like here? Well, you got just a little bit of volume. So you don't have high volume, which could lead you to believe that there's a lot of profit taking going on. There's just not a lot of volume there. So we'll see how things continue to move as we go forward. Look at this 2-day. Again, the prior 2-day candle actually was higher than this latest one. And we're green there. And what about the weekly? You can again see how that earlier moves have popped it up a little higher for the week. So we'll continue to see, are we going to sort of top out here around the $24 mark and then roll over maybe a little lower than that? We'll see if Bitcoin has had its run for the time being or if it's going to digest those gains and slam up again. Who knows? At some point, I think you're going to see people taking some money off the table. And again, you don't see all that much volume, not moving above the average there. So we'll wait, watch, and see. That's where we are as we end the day on Tuesday. So appreciate you being with us. You have questions, problems, concerns. We always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.